welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Vivian and I'm back again with another video. How you guys doing? If this is your first time seeing this face, please guys subscribe to my channel if you find it worthy and you enjoy my content. And if I return subscriber, thank you guys so much. You guys make my day, honestly speaking. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel, for coming back always for more content. Anyways guys, it's back to school season as you all already know, and let me know in the comment section, when do you guys resume school, if you are yet to resume? And if you've resumed, I wish you the best of luck this year. Be sure to make use of my tips I gave you guys in the freshman advice. I'm going to link in the description below. If you know someone that is resuming school soon, or you're resuming school, be sure to send them the video because I drop helpful tips that will be helpful for you guys. For today's season of Back to School episode 2, I'm going to be filming an emergency kit for you guys. This is just for the essentials I feel like you would need if you're resuming school, and sadly this video is mainly suited for the girls, but I mean the boys can pick one or two things from this video. So my girlies out there, if you're resuming school and you're wondering what you should have in your backpack as essentials that could help you or help someone beside you, you're in the right place because I literally have everything you would need in this black bag here. So guys, if you enjoyed this video or you love watching this kind of content, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video and get my videos the views it actually deserves. Please guys, thank you guys so much. Anyways, without wasting too much of your time, let's just get straight ahead to this video. This video is for the classy girls out there. Some of you might not see the need for some of these things, but trust me, it will come in handy. The first thing I'm going to start off with showing you guys is like my basic essential like every girl needs. We have a wipe, facial wipes or skincare wipes. I know that this comes in very handy, especially whenever you are in class, whenever you are out in the sun and you get all sweaty. So many times I always try to have at least a wipe in my bag, and this has come in very handy. You could also get the antibacterial wipes to clean up surfaces, because this time during the summer everywhere is usually very dusty. So wipes is definitely going to come in very handy for you whenever you walk into those halls or classrooms. You guys can testify, if you come into a class and your seat is dirty or like dirty surfaces, definitely you need a wipe. Secondly, we have sanitary pads. For my girls out there, this is a must. Like, it's literally 100% must. You definitely have to have extra pads when you are not on your period, because it will come in handy for you or for your friend or for a neighbor out there. So many times whenever I carry pads, like I'm literally not the one that even ends up using it. Sometimes my friend will ask me, oh, do you have a sanitary pad? And you know that same do your brother's keeper. You definitely want to have some. And I also have some panty liners for that time of the month when your August visitor comes. So definitely you need to have your pad and your panty liners inside this emergency kit. And just for reference, I would advise you get a black bag so that it's not shouty and it's not so embarrassing or whatever for you to carry it. Because when I was getting mine, I wanted to get something that is waterproof. That's why I got this leather material, and it's black and it actually has a lot of space in it. I have an extra panties inside my bag, but definitely you don't need to see that. You know what another way it looks like. Next up, we have the deodorant. You guys, do not underestimate the power of having an extra deodorant. I'm not telling you to carry the one that you normally use at home. Try to have an extra one, like a small one like this, in your emergency kit, because sometimes the way life is, nature happens, and sometimes you rush out of your house without even remembering to use some of these essentials that will make you smell nice, because nobody wants to smell anything nasty or musty. Sometimes I try to have a deodorant, sometimes I forget it, but I'm going to make sure now I have an emergency kit. It's always going to be here. I prefer you get the one that is like this spray type, because with this one you can share it and you don't need to bother about bacteria or infection getting infected, because it's literally has this spray nozzle than the one that you roll, the one that you have to rub on that. So have these for times when you might be rushing out of your apartment and you don't have the time to do those basic necessities that you need. And for reference, oh my god, I'm using the Dove, the aloe vera. Yes, I really like the scent of it. So try to make sure you have a deodorant with you, like a small size one you could always keep in your bag. Especially for those of you that are doing sports, you definitely need to carry this. You definitely want to have one. Next up, for the body care items, we have lotion here. I'm using the Vaseline cocoa butter lotion. I really love the scent of this. This has come in very handy for me, especially during the winter. Sometimes I go to work or I rush out of my house without remembering to put on lotion, and when I get out, like literally when I'm in public, I'll look at my feet or my hands and they are so ashy, and it's literally so disgusting. You guys, I hate the sight of ashy feet or ashy hands. So many times I literally always have a lotion. This is a body lotion, but sometimes I usually carry a hand lotion specific for like my body, my skin. So make sure you have cream with you so that when you're in class you don't have to be bothered about how you look. You can always pull it up from your bag and do the needful within 2 minutes and you're all set. And this smells so good. It smells like cocoa. We have a sanitizer. You guys already know, my fellow subscribers, there are a lot of germs going around, and one thing you want to do this season, especially when you're in school, is avoid germs and sickness at all costs. And I just feel like a sanitizer will come in handy so that you don't mix up with some of the dirty items that you might come in contact with while you're in class or when you're having sport or on break. And I would advise you get the one that is actually an actual sanitizer, not the one that has so much fragrance, because I just feel like these ones that are the medicated ones, they work way better than those ones that are scented and have a lot of fragrance with it. Hand sanitizer is definitely something you want to carry along with you, especially this time that we still have like COVID and all those kind of diseases, so you don't get infected. This is definitely a must. I have this little container with me. In this container I usually put my sunscreen. One thing I'm going to do is protect my skin. I've literally seen the dangers of not protecting my skin this summer. I don't know if you guys can notice it, but my skin is literally so rough, and I kind of have a lot of dark spots now. It's a bit covered because of makeup. I have a lot of dark spots now from not wearing my sunscreen. So I told myself for next semester, I'm always going to make sure I have some sunscreen in my container. That is why I got this small piece of container, because my sunscreen is very big and it doesn't make sense to buy another one when I still have a lot in it. So I just refill it here whenever I'm outside, or if my friend needs to borrow it, you can literally pour some of it and it's going to come in very handy. So you want to have like a little container you could use to put some things like maybe cream, or if you have a big sanitizer bottle, it doesn't make sense to buy a new sanitizer like this when you could always have a little container to just pour from the bigger or larger bottle, if you understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm talking about hair care now is your edge control. You guys, as girls, because I told you guys this video is mainly suited for the classy girls, you always want to make sure you have some edge control with you and an edge brush. So many times we go out and we mix up with people, we go to places, and one way or the other our hair gets messy or gets crunchy, and nobody wants to be looking nasty in public. You all want your edges to be looking clean. You know those wavy lines, those swirls you guys used to see Pinterest girls do on their hair? That is how you want your hair to be looking at all times. So make sure you try to have an edge control. It doesn't have to be as big as this, but I really love this one because when you put it on your hair, girl, your hair don't move.
My hair, it don't move.
It don't move at all, and that is why I really love this got to be brand. Make sure you try to carry an edge control and an edge brush with you always in your emergency kit. Another essential that is very necessary in an emergency kit has to be a gum, and I really love these ones that can easily fit into my bag. I really love them so much. I don't really like carrying the bigger bottles. In class you might just feel like you are tired and you're bored, and most of the time that is when I munch on one of these. And especially whenever maybe your breath doesn't smell nice, because nobody wants anybody that smells musty. Some people open their mouth and their breath is nasty. So you want to make sure you carry gum in your emergency kit, because this is going to help you. It could save someone out there. And especially times whenever you rush out of your house without maybe grabbing breakfast, this really comes in handy. I just feel like two in my mouth and I'm good for at least a couple of hours before I can actually eat a meal. Another necessity you want your emergency kit bag is definitely, I'm talking to you guys about your lip care, because one thing you need is for your lips to be looking glossy like mine is looking right now on this video. And for that I have my lip gloss with me. If there are 3 things I know I always have in my emergency kit bag, these are like no fail. I always have like lip gloss, hand lotion, and I always try, like emphasis on try, I always try to have extra like sanitary pad and sanitary towels, gloss, and I got the Aquaphor lip balm. One thing about Canada especially is the winter here, it doesn't do your body justice at all. It doesn't do you fair at all. And one thing about my skin, whenever it gets cold, the places that feel it, I feel like it's not just me, but places like my lips, whenever I'm cold, you will mostly tell from my lips. My lips will be looking very crusty and ashy, and sometimes it starts bleeding. This comes in really handy. I feel like you definitely need a lip gloss and a lip balm. This one is going to be very handy and very important during the winter because it has some kind of minty flavor with it. And this one is just for, if you want to gloss up your lip a bit. So these 2 things, a lip balm and a lip gloss, is definitely a necessity for you. You want to have in your bag, because nobody wants crusty looking lips. You want your lips to be looking gloss. Another thing you want to have in terms of body care is a perfume. You want to always make sure you have a small size perfume in your emergency kit, so that whenever you go out and you feel like you're smelling musty, you can always pop it up and literally that does the trick. I feel like sometimes we don't really need to take a full ass shower for you to smell good. You just need to do the basics and you're literally smelling good, because sometimes after PE or sport, or you know, going to and fro buildings, you start to smell yourself. And one thing I don't like when I smell myself. Like, I want to always be smelling like caramel and vanilla. I really don't like when I'm smelling musty, like I'm smelling myself, or I'm trying to perceive myself and I'm smelling something really, I don't know, it gives me the ick. So one thing you definitely want to have like a travel size or a small spray like this. I try to make sure my body spray is very small, the one I take out. For reference, this is the one I have in my bag. I have another one I keep at home because you don't want to mix these two things together so you don't forget it. I literally remember one time during high school how my own body spray saved my friend. She went to use the restroom, and in the restroom there was like, I can't remember what this thing was, but her body kind of rubbed against it and she was literally smelling bad for the rest of the class. And she started perceiving it and she was asking, oh my god, does anyone have a body spray in class? And I just gave her my own. I had this small size body spray when I was in high school, and literally that was what she used, and she was able to, you know, combat the smell a bit till school was over. So you definitely want to make sure you have a perfume or body spray, whatever body fantasy you'd like, and make sure you have it in your favorite scent, so that way it just boosts your scent throughout the day. The next thing in our emergency kit today is an Advil. This is like a painkiller for whenever you're having fever, headaches, back or muscle pain, and even helps with menstrual pain. I really don't like it whenever I'm in pain and I don't carry it like a painkiller. I remember most times I'll have to call my roommate to ask her, oh, can you help me with painkillers or whatnot? And I just feel like having your own is very necessary for you, and it's very helpful for you or your friend for the times where you might feel like slight pain or headache in class and you can't really move around, or you can't go to the sick bay or the hospital that moment. Having a painkiller like this is going to come in handy. You can get any brand you like, maybe paracetamol or Panadol, because I know that is the one that is very popular back in Nigeria. But for this video, I'm having Advil. Advil is one of the painkillers that is very popular here in Canada, and this helps a lot. Most of the time, there was a time I had headache at work and I literally could not do anything. I remember that it was my boss that gave me. I popped two and I had like a 30-minute rest, and before I knew it, I was back again at work. Since then, I told myself I'm going to always have this with me. Whatever medication you know you always need daily, you want to make sure it's in your emergency kit, because it's definitely going to come in handy. Another must-have you need to have in your emergency kit has to be your AirPods. Come in so handy, and I know you guys can already tell, for those of you that love listening to music, sometimes I get to my class like maybe 20 minutes before class starts and I'm literally the only one there waiting for my professor. Once I have my headphones, because usually my headphones I like to carry, I just start listening to music, or I just try to distract myself from what is happening around me. Sometimes I literally go to class without my headphones and I'll go back. It's that serious. I'll go back to get my headphones, because this is gonna come in really handy for you, especially when you're trying to get some work done or distract yourself from the noise around you. Definitely you need to carry headphones or an AirPods with you, and I got this one from Temu, my most recent item, and it works so well. Definitely want to have an AirPod or a headphone with you. It's gonna come in very handy. So guys, we've come to the end of today's video. I hope this video was not too short, but I still hope it was very informative for you all. I hope you finally got the gist about everything you need to have in an emergency kit. And if there's any item you feel like missed out on that is a must-have, let me know in the comment section. And for those of you that resume school, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you success, and I pray that you do well this semester. And yeah, I wish you love and light. And for those of you that are still yet to resume school, get ready soon, because this semester or this term, God's gonna do it for us. I'm so happy right now, and I hope you guys are anticipating my next video, which is going to be my back to school clothing haul. I hope you guys are ready. Make sure it sits tight and turn on your post notifications so you know when I upload a new video. If there's anything you feel like I didn't mention in this video, let me know in the comment section. And you guys, that's all we have for our emergency kit. Make sure your emergency kit has like compartments where you could put other things that you probably would not have space to. And also, if you are yet to watch my freshman advice, be sure to watch it. I'm going to link it in the description box below. Love you guys, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.